Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Foreclosure Help 777, where we talk about everything foreclosure related. Today we're going to give an update on Marlon Lewis's case, which is in Texas federal court. Here is the docket, and his case number is 424-CV-02727. It's in the Southern District of Texas, Houston, and you can access it through Pacer. Okay, so let's take a look and see the docket. As you can see, the history shows on 7/23/24 they removed it from state to federal. They got a judge assigned, and then on 7/29/24 he filed a motion for leave to file an amended complaint, which attached proposed amended complaint. And then the judge issued an order granting his amended complaint on 8/28/24. Well, they had until the 19th of September to file an answer, and they didn't. And so Marlon has filed an affidavit for entry of default, which was entered on the 24th today. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Okay, in Pacer you can see it's affidavit for entry of default, which is what happens when the other side fails to respond by the deadline. You get a default judgment, and this is what it looks like. Affidavit. I, Marlon Lewis Sr., declare under the penalty of perjury pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1746-2 that the following statements are true and correct. He says he's the plaintiff in this case and what his address is. And for security purposes, we can't put that address up here, but it is in the docket for everyone to look at. Okay, anyway, he says who the parties are in the case. On June 20th, 2024, he says he filed his complaint in the 284th Judicial District Court under cause number 24060940, and that's a state court. The defendant, SN Servicing Corporation, was served a copy of the complaint on June 28, 2024 at 11:34 a.m. by process server Kenneth Wu, and a copy of the plaintiff's summons and complaint was delivered personally to Rebecca Vang, who is authorized by law to accept service on behalf of SN Servicing, as per Rule 4C1 of the Federal Rule of Civil Procedure. The defendant, U.S. Bank Trust National Association, was served a original copy on July 1st, 2024 at 8:28 a.m. by process server Gerald Allen, with a copy of the plaintiff's summons and complaint delivered personally to Chimree Brooks, who is authorized by law to accept service on behalf of U.S. Bank Trust National Association, as per Rule 4C1 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. On July 1st, 2024, Attorney George Shearer of Gadati Berger Law Firm filed an answer on behalf of both defendants. On July 23rd, 2024, defendants moved this action to federal court for the Southern District of Texas, Houston Division. The case number is now 424-CV-02727. On July 29, 2024, he filed a motion for leave to file an amended complaint along with the proposed first amended complaint. On August 28, 2024, Judge Ewing Werdelin Jr. granted the motion for the first amended complaint. The defendants failed to respond to the first amended complaint and had until September 19, 2024 to do so. To the best of my knowledge, defendant SN Servicing Corporation, with its principal place of business in Eureka, California, is not an infant nor an incompetent person requiring special service under Rule 4G of the Federal Rule of Civil Procedure, nor is a member of the Armed Forces of the United States entitled to protections under 50 U.S.C. App Section 520. To the best of my knowledge, defendant U.S. Bank Trust National Association, with its principal base of business in Minnesota, is not an infant or an incompetent person requiring special service under Rule 4G of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, nor is it a member of the Armed Forces of the United States entitled to protections under 50 U.S.C. App Section 520. copies of this affidavit and accompanying request for entry of default are being filed herewith and have been served upon defendants by certified mail return receipt requested. The amount owed to me by the defendants is $121,036.60. And then you can see it was also notarized, and then certificate of service to serve the other side. And then this goes to the clerk. It's just like a form letter that you file, having the date, and it says, I'm writing to formally request an entry of default against defendants SN Servicing Corporation and U.S. Bank Trust, National Association as trustee for the Igloo Series 4 or 5 Trust or V Trust in relation to case number. Same case number. On August 28, 2024, the Honorable Judge Ewing Werlin Jr. issued an order granting plaintiff's motion for leave to file an amended complaint, Doc 4, which was duly filed. The defendants were properly notified, and the plaintiff has served the amended complaint to the defendants as required as of today. More than 21 days have passed, and the defendants have not requested additional time to respond. Enclosed is a supporting affidavit detailing the grounds for the request for entry of default. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And then it's signed. Okay, so this is the situation. The entry of default is granted by the clerk. Hold on 1 second. It only takes a couple of days for them to grant his request, which they should do. Now, the other side also has an opportunity to respond as well, and they probably will file a motion to vacate it if he's given the actual judgment. So we'll see what happens. But I wanted y'all to know this is good news for Marlon, and a win for one of us is a win for all of us. So everybody pray that he does win, because I'm tired of all this fraud that they're committing against homeowners. So if you have any questions, you can send me an email to foreclosurehelp777@gmail.com. It's spelled just like this, with the number 4. Or you can leave a comment, and I do try to answer all my comments, guys. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and God bless, and pray for everybody in Florida that we survive this next hurricane, guys. All right, we'll talk soon, guys. Bye.